In this video, I want to show you how you can create a highly converting cold traffic funnel for your high ticket info product offer, coaching offer, whatever the hell you're selling, coming from someone who I just recently got into ads, which is really going to turn around the way my info offer is getting created. I did make 167,000 off of one of my payment processors for mostly organic content traffic, but this works extremely well for ads, and I'll prove it to you right now. We're getting about $50 per event meeting scheduled with cold traffic, and that happens because we have a highly converting cold funnel that works really well, that is proven to work really well with the same formats a bunch of other info offers do as well. You can see we literally have some ads converting at $38 per book call. Some of these other ones right over here as well that are doing pretty decent. Yesterday was a terrible day. Let's go to today. Actually, you can see we got 2 calls booked from this one at $32 per event meeting scheduled, and the $60 per book call as well. So this is essentially what the layout of my beautiful offer kind of looks like. Or sorry, I keep on messing up the words. My funnel. Get my beautiful face out as well. So the way that you want to have a highly converting funnel for your info offer, forget opt-ins, forget getting their crap. That only adds friction, and then it doesn't give you any advantage whatsoever, because opt-in leads and calling opt-in leads, they have the lowest level of intent. They don't want to give you information for some bullcrap fee training video. William Brown does this, one of the best info product offers, doing like 500K a month off of organic YouTube, but he's a killer with ads. Okay, this is also a very similar. If you guys know who's Cardinal Mason, he does like 600 grand a month off of his funnel, and he mainly runs now cold traffic. Okay, this is the exact same format that I personally used, that I kind of took off of him, so it works really well for me. I get really low cost per bookings. Headline: the exact evergreen YouTube automation blueprint I used to go from entering 9 to 5 rat race to complete time, location, and financial freedom. So you just have some random ass header, and then have another subheader, and make the colors the same. And then my VSL is created. I spent $3,000 on this VSL copy by this guy. I'm not going to reveal his name, but he's one of the best VSL creators in the info product industry. If you do want to know exactly who it was, you could message me on Instagram. I'll let you know. I did pay $3,000 for it though. Okay, very highly converting. When you have a highly converting VSL and you have a proven cold funnel built, there's no reason for you not to go broke in 2025 and beyond. Okay, you can literally spend $1,000 on ads and then get a 5x ROAS. Boom, money print machine. Once you have this VSL created, it's about 18-17 minutes long, whatever. Instead of just having apply for coaching and that's it, that's what everyone thinks. Like, oh, just have the VSL and then the button, nothing to distract the person. But as a cold individual who doesn't know your personal brand, who doesn't consume your content, they want to have proof logistically and emotionally. Okay. And so what you do by countering that is, at the bottom, I have client interviews, and these are not just random client interviews. They're fitted towards my exact ICP for all different aspects. And so if I get college individuals ranging from 20-year-olds to 25-year-olds, maybe even 19, 18-year-olds, okay, this is going to be the video that they click on first to watch. How Evergreen YTA changed Trevor's life trajectory in under 1 year. It's like a client interview I have. It's like a 20-minute video, I think, and then this will appeal to that ICP. But then if I get also, because my ads are targeted from 20 to 40-year-olds, I'll also get 35-year-olds, 32-year-olds, 41-year-olds, whatever the hell, okay? That will appeal when they click on watch this video, okay? How Kareem is struggling with freelancers 10K per month. There's another client interviews that are 15 minutes long, whatever, over like Riverside or Zoom, I forgot. But then it's a client interview with someone who fits that ICP now. Same age, it relates to them better. So for all types of ICP, now notice in my ad campaign, I drive all my ads towards just males only, because this only converts very well for males. Coaching offers, info product offers is mostly do well when it comes to men, because men wants to make money. That's the highest leverage and point to get a return on investment. Sure, I can close some females here and there, but that'll cost more per book call. Okay. And so overall, I have a better leverage and lower cost to entry, lower cost per event meeting scheduled if I just target towards men. So that's why all these are targeted towards men. And then after that, I have 2 testimonial videos. These are this quick 30 to 60 second case studies of individuals just printing off my offer, right? They don't have to be super, super long, but just to show logistical proof. These are to cover emotional proof. So once those two pieces of proof are hidden, I have another follow-up button, apply for coaching, so they don't have to scroll back up. Next, you want to add more, like a whole crap ton of this proof, nurturing, and trust, because they have no clue who you are. They don't ever watch your content before. So I just have a shitload of testimonials and students' feedback in video. You don't want text, because text converts a little well, like screenshots or whatever. But when there's an actual student that goes out of their way to record a video to give and back up your name and brand and reputation, you will do a lot better, okay? So you can see Hamza, Noah, Ivan, Trevor, Liam, Jinsuk, the list goes on and on. Kayla, Marco, David, Arthur. And so that itself, if they just watch like 2 or 3 or 4 of them, they're going to understand, hey, this is not a fucking scam. Okay. And then after that, another apply for coaching. And then the least conversional or the least intent is shown at the very bottom, which is screenshots. Proof that this actually works. Client results, my own results, a whole crap ton of them. And then obviously you just shove this button in between. Usually I have, the sweet spot, like four apply for coaching buttons. So at any point of time while they're scrolling throughout my first landing page funnel, they have the option to apply for coaching. They don't have to scroll all the way back up to the top. But you just want so much proof, with the most important and logistical emotional stuff at the top, obviously some more proof in the mid funnel, and then at the bottom of the funnel, just have screenshot proof, okay? This works so well in the conversion mechanism, so they have stuff to binge on. All they see here is that, number one, you're not a scammer. Number two, this actually works. And number three, that VSL right over here will be enough for them to get nurtured and then click on apply for coaching, okay? So our rough VSL to application is like, I don't even know the exact amount. I think it's like 70 or 80%, but our application to book call ratio is above 50%, which is very, very high when it comes to info product offers, okay? So this is an exact question application formula that we personally use. You can copy it if you want, but just note this does have like a $30 to $40 cost per booking. I just want to like bring that up. It's pretty solid. It works all the time. So when it comes to the application, this is where you want the heavy friction to do the lifting. You don't want to have friction at the start when you're doing that little opt-in. That's not where you want friction. You want the friction when they're trying to book the call with you. That's where you qualify them. This is almost like a automatic setting process or system. Okay. So first, you enter in your crap. Okay. Instagram handle so you can contact them. Question number 3, what is the long-term goal they're looking for with whatever the hell you're selling, with your coaching offer, okay? Side income, part-time income, full-time income. Are you currently running? Now, the thing you have to understand is that within your application, you can't just have the right questions. You have to have some filler questions as well, just for the sake of making it make sense. Because if you immediately just be like, hey, we charge $3,000. Do you have that? We charge $10,000. We charge $8,000. Do you have that? They're gonna be like, what the hell? They're gonna click off. Okay, so for them to actually think that this is like some sort of survey or like application to see if you're a good fit, you have to add some filler questions when it comes to your application. So, are you currently running one? Blah blah blah. This is what Brez does. I believe this is what Cardinal Mason does as well. A lot of info product offers have these type of questions. Like this doesn't matter to me whatsoever. All I want to care about within my coaching offer is, number one, they have intent. They want to make YouTube money or whatever the fuck your info offer is. And number two, they have the money to invest towards themselves, towards the skills, towards accountability. If they have those two, perfect, okay? But obviously, for more friction and to basically clear out the people who are not serious, because if you're not serious, you're not going to fill out this entire application. If they are actually serious, B2C clients are having enough pain to fill out like a 10-question survey, boom, you're going to attract the best of the best towards the end of your funnel and not booking the call. So how familiar are you? Scale 1 to 5, whatever. This doesn't matter whatsoever. Now this one matters. What does your current situation looks like in terms of working and making money? This is where they have to pour out what their current situation looks like, and that's when you know whether to DQ or financially qualify them. We just add this here so that way you're going to get like a nice paragraph and you get to know more about that prospect, right? We cancel 80% of applications. The more effort you put into this question, blah, 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 just message whatever. We have budget offers. This is where you financially qualify. Now, one key thing within your type form for cold traffic is you want to add friction by adding more questions. And so horizontally add friction, but not vertically add friction. What do I mean by that? You don't want to make it difficult to answer the questions. And so a lot of the questions are just buttons to press on, okay? They don't have to type in all that crap. The only piece of thing where they have to type in is literally this question number 6. After that, it's all these buttons, minimal friction for them to answer the question itself. credit score, whatever the hell that is, that helps you either put them on a finance plan, whatever makes the most sense. And then also because they're colder, we want to decipher the ones who are serious versus the ones who are just trolling or they're just window shopping, right? So if it's the first two, perfect. If it's the second two, in the logistics in Typeform, we just automatically send them to a thank you DQ page. Are you looking to start right now? Again, it's basically just to add more friction to get the serious individuals through the end of your cold traffic funnel. Boom, or this. And then the last step is for them to book a call. So we have it integrated within, we have Calendly integrated within the Typeform. So they cannot finish the Typeform application without booking the call. So that's why our conversion rate from application to book call is fairly high. Book a strategy call, boom. You don't want to have any sort of, now the thing about Calendly is you don't want to have the date 2 out in advance. Don't have it as 7 days out in advance. Have it as like maximum 2 or 3 days. And then you don't want to have a whole ton of questions. The only questions I have is their information to contact them. Yes, they'll show up to the call. And then also they have to confirm after booking this call that they're going to actually show up. That's literally it. You don't have to do anything else. I'm not going to schedule it because then my closer would be less things on the closer's application, blah, blah, blah. But that's literally it. Once you click on submit and obviously all that good stuff, it sends over to a post-booking confirmation, which I can show you real quick. But that's in of itself my cold traffic funnel that converts insanely good. Now you can see this is my post-booking video. You want the post-booking video to be raw. You don't want it to be highly edited, or else they're going to feel like you're just another individual, just another course seller, another consultation coach, right? Make it personalized, make it genuine and authentic. That's what matters most. And so I'll play like a 5-second clip. You probably can't hear anything, but it's literally 0 cuts, 0 edits, poor camera quality. That was done intentionally to make it feel like I created this in the moment, which I did, right? Now, obviously, there's a subtle authority framing with a plaques in the background, which helps a lot, but you don't want it to be highly created with highly production. So unlike the VSL, because they're still cold, by the time they reach the end of your funnel, they should have more trust. And so this is going to be more personalized, more authentic. You don't want it to be too long, just to make sure that, number one, they're ready to show up to the call. Number two, you have a 0 tolerance policy for no-shows. And number three, what was number three? That they watch and you want to nurture them more after they post the call, after they book the call. So then you remind them, hey, take a look at some of the testimonials and the videos and whatever. So then we have the same testimonials again in this page as well. So we have more testimonials here, and then also nurture them with organic YouTube assets. And so I have 3 individual YouTube videos here that are highly converting, explaining more in detail on how we run the channels, what the niches are, how my client results are, what we do to fix failed and dead channels, etc. Okay, so there's more proof that what we do here works, and you don't want these to be like super well edited, just any sort of raw, authentic, value-based driven pieces of content or emotional driven content works as well. So either logistical or emotional content, just making them understand what more you do as a coach or whatever the hell you're selling. That will convert like crazy. That's exactly what I do. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you guys soon.